All right, hello everybody who's still there. I actually have been out for a whole month. It was I don't know exactly when when I did the last video, but uh, I've been out of internet since the 29th of August. So we had run up, we had a sell off, um, we had a whole month of price action that I was not able to put videos out for. It is what it is. I was in an area that was affected by the hurricane that we had. A month in crypto world is like might as well be 6 months in the real world. So, and I haven't reviewed what I actually said on those last videos. We were consolidating at that time. I'm pretty sure I was probably bullish. I had a target there from this channel at around 55,753. It looks like we came down, retested this area. We came down, we closed a little bit below the channel, but in real world applications, this is always never perfect. So if I go to the weekly real quick though, we actually bounced off of it. So on the weekly, we bounced off of it. We came here, retested, and we bounced off of it. This was looking bearish based on this moving average strategy. You would have been out. Let's see, would you have been out 100%? The low was 43,465. You closed that. Yeah, you would have been out 100% based off of previous historical price action. But if you followed on-chain data, and this time, on-chain data suggested that you know we had wallets that were holding Bitcoin that hadn't moved in over 3 months. I think the wallets were as high as 30%. I'd have to look again, but on-chain fundamentals said that we were looking. It was good. I mean, we had this pullback, but it was fine. So let's see what this pullback was. This pullback was as deep as 25%. Not the end of the world, especially not in crypto. But we had a good price rally as soon as. So if you go to Plan B's stock to flow model, the model on the lower end said that September would close above 43,000. So we closed the monthly closed right above it, a couple $100 above it. So we closed at 43,824. And then the target based on that stock to flow model is actually, I think it's above 63,000. So we should be, if that's true, we should be back to the all-time highs within this month. We pretty much already hit this channel target, 55,753. 55,757 is where it went as far as the high goes. So this just channel's done. I'll leave it on here for reference, but I mean we hit it. We can look at the. I know I had talked about hash ribbons. Let's see. Hash ribbons still look good. Bitcoin hash rate has still is still going up, or has gone up. Have we recovered? Let's see. 6 months. We haven't quite recovered to where the high was back in May. 197 equihash. We're at 163, but we've recovered a good bit, almost all the way. We're back at the previous, I guess, what you would say was resistance on the way down. So that's good. Hash ribbons look fine. We can see the Lucid SAR, which is also a good indicator of upward momentum, and a potential a good entry once that breaks on the weekly. That was here. We broke it. I think the hash ribbons also went bullish around the same time. Yep, right here on the 2nd of August, same week that it broke the SAR, the stop and reversal points, and then you're in it. We kind of came back to the area, found support, and then we were up. So we're still in this bull market. We can look at the coin market cap. I do want to say something about a coin that has been moving tremendously. The volume on it is just insane, and that's Shiba Inu. So the volume, we're only about 700 million away from Ethereum. It took off over the last 2 weeks. It's at the 24-hour volume is 18 billion. Ethereum's at 19, Bitcoin's at 37, and Tether's usually the largest. It's at 90 billion. So it's done crazy volume. Yes, there's 1 quadrillion coins. I know some of them are getting burned. There's a token burn for Shiba. They're trying to launch a Shiba swap decentralized exchange with 2 other tokens called, I think one's called Leash, the other one's called Bark or something like that. They're launching NFTs on it as well. I think this is going to be the meme coin for the end of this cycle. I think it'll overtake Doge actually. Am I telling you to buy this? No. But if I'm being fully honest, I actually opened a position on it. So the last time I owned an alt was in 2017. I had maybe no more than 4 or 5, with Bitcoin being my largest position. Until 2 weeks ago, the only thing I held was Bitcoin. And then, we're on the tail end of, we're on the last half, I think, of this bull cycle. And on the tail end, something that listening to a podcast, listen to Raul Powell say, on the tail end of what are conceived bull cycles or bull markets. The trend is usually that participants go towards the tail end of the risk curve. So they start to look for riskier assets to increase their alpha returns, right? Alpha is just to increase their returns. And, I think Solana will still do good. A couple of these memes, I'm not sure about Polkadot. I think Solana will do fine. Cardano will probably do fine. Binance Coin, Ethereum will probably all do fine. But I think the big outlier here and something that's going to get massive momentum, more than Chainlink, more than Litecoin, more than Algorand, Bcash, is going to be Shiba Inu. I think there's a lot of price bias in this. I think there's a lot of speculation that can be had. It's also very rare that you see an altcoin developers kind of deliver on what they say they're going to do. And the developers on Shiba they've been hitting their targets and on time. They really haven't had any delays. Now, does that mean that Shiba's still not a shitcoin or a scam? No, it can still be that. I mean, the developers can still run off with massive amounts of money. You're putting your trust in that community. But is there an opportunity to make a large return? Yes, which is why I put a small position. It's tiny position in it, and we'll see where that goes. That's going to be my shitcoin shill of the market. I'm not talking about any other ones unless I get questions about them. I'm going to stay on Bitcoin. I think it's good. We're on a 7-8 here. We did retest. We can retest this 4-hour TD sequential 9 right here. We can bring up the CMF real quick and the RSI because I like to trade these together. It looks like we're maybe getting some support. It's, we were so overbought. Even on the hourly, you can see how overbought we were. We hit the 9, consolidated. I don't think we retested. Yeah, we retested here. Yeah. No, did we? No, not yet. So we'll see. It doesn't look like the CMF is actually getting momentum. Maybe a little bit. There's some bullish divergence here. Daily staying about, it's just following the trend. So we'll see what happens. We're probably going to get a 9 tomorrow, or we will probably. It's highly likely we get the 9, unless we were to just collapse down to this 5, which I don't think we are. So yeah, I think that's about it on Bitcoin. I think we're on the tail end half of this bull cycle. All-time highs are still there. We can look at the Mayer multiple bands, something I always like to look at. Looks like we broke out of this bearish channel, so we're in the bullish yellow. Fully expect to get to the top end of this 76 and break out. And as of right now, the overbought areas in the 200s. We can look at Willy Woo's Delta model for the top model. That's sitting at 185. Stock to flow is on course to be 100 plus. Could get You know, there could, once it breaks over 100, I mean, that could be like they called 50,000 a psychological top. 100 could be a psychological top. We would really have to see, but it could also be large speculation zone where we get, you know, a significant price increase above where the stock to flow predicts price could be based here. I mean, this was essentially 3 times more. It was 5,000, say 5,000 here. We got to 20,000. So that was 4 times more. I'm sorry. Could we get to 300 or 400,000 on massive speculation, potential ETF approval within the next 6 months? Yeah, we could. But you have to take that as it comes, and we would have to review the price action to see where we're at, on these traditional models, where we would be at on this beam indicator, which has been a good indication of the top. So there's going to be things that we can look at to see if we are in fact there. I think one of the ones I'm going to look at, if I'm just looking at technical indicators, would be the Mayer multiple bands. And then again, I'm going to look at the, we can see the, where is they at? I know I have it on here. The pi cycle average, because the pi cycle average did a good job at hitting the top here, right when it crossed within a couple of days. So I will look at it there. The 350 MA is all the way at 78,000. It's almost 79. So you would expect the top to be, much higher than that within the next, say 6 months if we in fact reach a top somewhere there. So I'll use that as well, and we'll see how it goes. You're not always going to get the top, but if you're looking to exit some position or a position, there could be some indicators that you've used in the past that we could use for this top. And then, since I did talk about it, like I said, I'll look at SHIB only because... Oh, nope, hold up. Where are we at? Where am I looking at this? I had already made a chart for it, but it wasn't on Coinbase. Where was it at? Let's see if I can remember real quick. But also, so it's been about a year since I started this channel. I'm not gonna lie, the subscriptions didn't get what I wanted them to get. I'm at less than 100. A lot of the times, I kind of just did this for myself, kind of maybe like a growing process in my TA, kind of holding myself accountable. So this will probably be the last, or one of the last videos that I do. I can move on to other things. There's so much good content out there as well, on Twitter, on YouTube. Hopefully, I still believe I'm probably, there's less than 5 or 10 people that do TD sequential on YouTube. I'm one of them. People just didn't find my channel. That's fine. I'm fine with it. But this would probably be one of the last videos that I do. I think there's other things that I can do to be a little bit more productive. But every now and then, maybe I'll jump on here and do a video. So let's see, what am I using? Because I already made a chart, but I can't figure out. I guess I'll just have to go through them. I know it's a SHIB. Is it this one? Nope. It's not a Binance. Is it a Binance USA one? Nope. Man, maybe I should have planned better. This video is going to be short anyway. I know it's not a KuCoin. It's got to be one of these. Is it KuCoin? It might be KuCoin. Nope. It's not Uniswap. It's not SushiSwap. Jeez, I have a chart. I wanted to show the support levels. Let's see. It's Poloniex. I have it on Poloniex. There we go. All right. So here we go. Let's look at this. So Poloniex got it in April of 2021. SHIB came out in August of 2021. I mean, of 2020. It knocked off a zero. We had a big run up, 146%. There was a... Oh, I got to pull up my other TD sequential. There was a 9 here that's been retested. You can see... now, this has a lot of volatility, so I'm going down to the smaller time frames to hopefully see... Because whenever you have such a big price run up, and with an asset that's extremely volatile, hence the price run up, but also very small, and then also it's a meme coin, so you're getting massive volume. I'm going down to these smaller time frames to hopefully use the TD sequential to find my support zones. So I had a 9. Here's my setup, my support zone on this one on the setup to the 9 count, and then I have a 9 here, so that's going to be support area. We did bounce off a little bit, and now we've gone below it, but we're on a 9 here. It's really more of a support zone, so I can like draw a channel really. So I'm like in a support zone of probably like right here, right? So that's like a support zone. Once I break out of this, my next area of support would be where the next 9 is, here and here. Right around 14, I'd say like 14 to 1500. This was as high as 1800. So maybe here to here, right where this other TD sequential 9 is. So we'll see, but we're trying to look for upward trend and CMF, which we're not. We can look at on balance volume. See if that helps us. That's also trending down. So, and the RSI really wasn't oversold at the moment, not yet. So we could get maybe a big price swing down and then a recovery. So yeah, we're in the support zone. We'll see if we retrace all the way back here to this 14, which would be another. So that'd be like a 50% drop from the high, which is, man, whenever you're talking, it's almost 60%. Whenever you're talking about this and this much movement, it's not unexpected. Do I think we'll get back to below, well, I guess 1,000, all the way down to where we have 5 zeros again? I don't think so. I think it stayed there for an extremely long time. You can see that here, and then it finally broke out. So if this does, in fact, collapse significantly, I think we find a lot of support around the area of, what would it be? What was that, like 1,000? Yeah, like 1,000 Satoshis. So yeah, except these aren't Satoshis, but if I'm just using, I mean, everything's down to 8 decimal places, but if I'm using a Satoshi unit for this, I don't know what SHIB would be. I don't know, like biscuits or something, like 1,000 biscuits. So if I'm at 1,000 biscuits, doggy biscuits or doggy treats, I think that's where we'll find support. So we'll see. This is an extremely volatile asset. It's only been trading for a little bit more than a year. Could SHIB hit mass? Could it become a top 10 coin? Yeah. Could it come and take down Dogecoin? Yeah. How much does it have to move to do that? It has to. Where we at? So we at just say 8 billion. So it would have to 4x. It'd have to 4x, so 300%. Definitely possible, especially with the volumes that it's doing and all the speculation that's coming in. So could it take out Doge? Yeah, it could. Once it takes out Doge, is there a high probability that you see a price bias and SHIB starts to pull, people start to reallocate their Doge to SHIB? Yeah, especially if SHIB gets listed on Robinhood, which has not happened yet. So that's it. This is most likely, probably, like I said, one of the last videos I do on trading. Will there be other videos? I'm not sure. There's definitely other things that I can do. I really, I've been wanting to learn how to code much better than I can, and understand that and produce some other things, some tools for trading, and just get a better understanding of that, because that's extremely valuable if you learn how to code. So I think that's it. If I'm on here, I'm on here. If not, if I get some suggestions in the comments, maybe I'll come on here, look at some assets. I mean, the market itself, I mean, what I'm doing here kind of speaks for itself. You can look at the markets and see that there was an area for pullback. If you're just blindly using the TD sequential, there was a 9. We had a pullback. Looks like we retested. I can clear that up. Probably on the daily as well. Oh, we have a daily here that needs to be added right there. We'll change that to a red. So, and there's going to be CMF, right? The CMF probably was diverging. Definitely was. I'm getting higher highs with the diverging CMF. On the weekly, it was probably doing the same thing. It definitely was here. So you could, and you had a 9. You had a 9 on multiple time frames. High probability. I mean, there was a 9 on the high, and probably on the 4-hour too. It was a 9 here, but high probability of a pullback. You knew where your zones were going to be. You knew where you were going to find support. This one got retested. You could have opened some options and shorted if you wanted. There's a 4-hour here. Did that get retested? Did it get retested with another 9? Not quite, but there's another 9 here that we can add. And that's going to be a major support area between 4,200 and 4,240 and 4,290. So if the market starts to turn back down, you can kind of see where to expect to get some support. Are we going higher? We can look at our moving averages real quick. They started to trend down. We'll see. Still, I mean, these are, I mean, you can see these wicks are larger on the bottom end, so you're getting some buying. CMF has to start turning up. I know gold's getting smoked. You had some bullish divergence here on the tail end on the bottom. Yeah, so hopefully, I mean, if you look at all my past videos, there's a lot of TD sequential in there. It's awesome. It works. Strategy I trade, it works. And if this is the last video, thanks for everybody for watching through this 1-year little journey that I tried to embark on. I learned a lot. That's about it. Thanks for watching.